we're just really pleased to be here today, and really impressed to see so many lovely lightweight tents outside. Great to see them all in one place and be able to crawl inside.
Which is good.
The other marvellous thing is all the other people that are here. They say, oh, I've got one of those and it's good for this, it's good for that.
Talking to you about equipment. Lots of questions about the Paramo tops. But like Sue said, it was great to see the tents and to be able to see so many different types in one place and have a good look at them.
And you get a lot of the information from the other visitors, chatting about what they like and what they've got themselves. So that's a big plus for us too.
Yeah, it's good. And it's also great to see so much different kit under one roof.
Hi, just down at the Backpackinglight Show. Get down here, lots of good things to see. Different tarps. Just bought one of these and bought one of the gull-wing tarps. Fantastic. Come and have a look. It's inspirational.
Put it on a windowsill or whatever.
Hiya, my name's Chris Emerson. I'm coming to the show today. Not really come looking for anything in particular. Just interested in browsing really and having a look what stuff is like, you know, in situ as it were. We've looked at some rucksacks, some lightweight rucksacks, got some good stuff. Particularly interested in the portable chairs, probably because I'm getting on a few years. So yeah, the portable chairs to use in camp. But yeah, it looks really interesting, really exciting. I think the show's a really good idea. I mean, I know I've been on Bob's website before, obviously, and I know the company. But to actually see stuff and be able to fiddle with it and try it out and just see what it's like, pick it up, see how much it weighs, that sort of stuff is really useful.
I'm Andrew from Roscoe. I'm here at the Backpackinglight Show to demonstrate products from Brunton, Primus and GSI, three of the brands that we distribute here in the UK. The show's been fantastic, really good turnout, lots of interesting questions and queries people have had, which has been good to have that opportunity to speak to consumers face to face, which we don't always get the chance to do, and a really good mix of products from the suppliers that have come along, and also the weather appears to be behaving itself at the moment as well, so hopefully interest in the tents and shelters and so on is good. So yeah, been good fun.
I must admit, at 4 o'clock this morning, as the rain came absolutely tipping down, I did wonder whether there was going to be any show at all. But the day's come out beautifully. I've been absolutely delighted to be able to look at the sill tents, which it's all very well seeing them on the website, and I have to say that I think Bob's videos on how to put them up are absolutely second to none. But being able to see them up and standing up to a pretty hefty breeze today has been really well worthwhile, and we're going away thinking very seriously about one or two of the tents that we've seen.
Hi, my name's Giles and I work for the Original Mountain Marathon. I'm at the show at Backpackinglight. Really good show, lots of interest, lots of people. Been really good, lots of positive comments about the show and about the brands that are here at the moment. People have been really interested in our new range of extreme food, boasting sort of the most calories, the least amount of weight. The sacks have been really good with our new sort of Phantom range of sacks, and a lot of interest in our Mountain Raid sleeping bags.
experienced backpacker, I've done quite a bit this country and abroad. I've been looking for a show like this for some years where you can actually come and see some of the really lightweight, specialised gear that Backpackinglight provide. It's I've shopped, of course. It's just tremendous to be able to get sort of hands-on on stuff which you just don't see anywhere else. No shops that sell this kind of stuff, just Backpackinglight as far as I know. It's quite a big event. Hopefully it'll grow a little bit bigger next year, a few more dealers. But yeah, I'm really pleased. Really.
Just been into the main part of the shop and had a good look around at all the things that you see just on a website. You kind of wonder what they're actually like in the flesh. There's quite a lot of interesting things in there. I was particularly pleased to see the little devices that you can take with you to charge up your electronic equipment. But I was especially pleased to see the thing that actually makes hydrogen. The cake was good.
Yeah, the cake was great. Well, it's a really quite exciting day. We've had very mixed weather, bit blustery, a lot of sunshine and a lot of showers. As you can see here, there's no shortage of tents, and we've been here about 4 hours now, and it's dying down a bit now, but there've been lots of people playing and looking at the tents. And then we've got the ability to buy all those other little things that you often see in magazines that you don't get to touch and play with in real life. So yeah, it's been a great first show, I think, and let's hope this is the first of many.
It's been a mad day here at the first Backpackinglight outdoor show, lightweight outdoor show. As you can see, the wind is now picking up, and we're about to start taking down all the tents because it's all starting to go wild. But before I do, I just thought it might be an idea and beneficial for people to see some of these tents in comparison with the other ones, regarding sizes, shapes, etc, etc. And we'll do a quick run through because there's a few products here you've probably not seen in life, as it were, in real life. So let's start over there with the tarps. So first of all, we've got the Integral Designs, or RAB, or Integral Designs by RAB Gull Wing tarp. As you can see, quite a large spread here, ideal for just tarping. Somebody was telling me today, actually really good as an alternative tarp for a Hennessy hammock. So there's been a few hammock users using it. But a great, good, solid, reliable sil nylon tarp, weighing in at, let's have a look, 355 grams, I believe. So let's move on from there to the Integral Designs by RAB Sil Tarp 2. This is a Sil Tarp 2. This is set up in the cave setting. This is roughly a 10 by 8 tarp. It's got one lifter point on it, just the one, but the rest of it's obviously all reinforced with webbing around the outside. And I think that weighs in at 400 grams. It comes in at 400 grams. Then over here we have the Integral Designs Sil Tarp 1. As you can see, quite a nice layout and a lean-to there. That is 218 grams, and it's got a single lifter at the back. But that's obviously really popular with lightweight hikers, just the right sort of coverage. This is a video I've done before. As you can see, the wind is really catching this now. This is the Lux Sil Rocket. The total weight is 1.15 kilos. And this is a bit of a tarp tent alternative, really good to design in the sense that it bolts down like this as a tent with a nest inside it. And should you wish to use it as a gull wing tarp, like the same as that one over there, you literally just unpeg it and lift the sides up and it comes out. So that makes back quite an unusual product, but extremely popular. Okay, let's go over to the tents. This is the Lux Hammer 2. Hammer 2 comes in at, what is it, 2.7 kilos. As you can see, quite a nice little design, ideal actually for cycle tourists, motorcycle tourists. Look at the size of that vestibule, it's huge, absolutely huge. Plenty of storage area, plenty of space for two people, and doors at the back for ventilation. And we're going to go around to this one over here, which is extremely popular. As you can see with the people looking at it, this is the Lux Hex Peak. This is the one that everybody has been looking at and talking about. 1.25 kilos. Single nest inside, which is you can remove and drop out, and acts obviously as a tarp tent. That's been extremely popular with people, and people are extremely happy with that. Ideal for if you're just under 6 foot, and that's plenty of space in there for spare things, your storage at the front, pets, small children even. Anyway, let's go over to the Lux Mini Peak 2. So this is the Mini Peak 2, the one that's really started the whole Lux introduction into the UK. Still a very, very popular tent, especially with bushcrafters. You get the single nest inside it, and you get all that vestibule area as well. Plenty of space then to sort your stuff out, do the cooking, etc, etc. And like all the Lux tents, or most of the Lux tents, you just unhook the inner and that drops down, and you actually sit on your bedding, which means you can use the whole area inside there when you're actually dossing about, really. This is a new one over here, which is let's have a look, the Lux Trail Peak. The total in this one is 2.5 kilos. This is a good double size, I'd say a small family tent even, this one. Got a good double sized nest inside, comes with a pole, PU coated fabric, slightly heavier than the normal sort of lightweight tents as it were, but a good base camp tent, good tent for small families, as I say, again motorcycle touring, that type of thing. Moving across to this one, say the wind's taken its toll, and also a few children I think have popped out the some of the guidelines. You've got, this is the Sill Twin Peak. Let's have a look at the weight on this one. Total weight on this one is 1.44 kilos. Uses 2 walking poles to erect on this one. Lovely big sleeping area inside for 2 people, and 2 vestibules either side at the end there. And again, that's proved quite popular for couples who are walking that are using walking poles. Then over to the big baby. The exceedingly good value for money Megahorn. At 4 kilos, 4.5 kilos, not a backpacking tent certainly, but inside there you've got a large vestibule, huge amount of storage, again very, very popular with motorcycle tourists, and the nest area, the sleeping area drops down, and once again you can sit on your bedding rather than having to be in or out of the tent. With a removable cone, extremely popular for European travellers that want to let a lot of the heat out and still be obviously protected in the tent from UV protection from sun or a sprinkle of rain or whatever it might be. So these are those are the Lux tents over there. We've got the Eureka tents, which we've done a video on before, the Wiki Up 3, the, what is that, 1.9 kilos complete. That's the Wiki Up 3, the 2-stroke 3-person one. You've seen the video on that. And at the same time we did the video on the Wiki Up 4, which is also here as well, which is 2.54 complete. That's with the inner and the outer, of course. So you can see all those tents lined up next to each other, what the heights are like. Now we're coming over to the MSR series. I'm not going to open all these up because they've obviously been closed down now for to get ready to be packed away, but to give you an idea of sizes, this is the Hubba Hubba NX. So that's the 2-person Hubba Hubba NX, freestanding, cross pole construction. As you can see, nice and rigid in this wind. Look, it's not even hardly moving at all. So that's been up like that all day long today, no problem at all. So that's the Hubba Hubba NX, the 2-person. This is the MSR Elixir 3, which is the cheaper version of the Hubba Hubba range. The Elixir range uses slightly heavier fabrics, same design, a few compromises, but it's a heavier weight. So to give you an idea, that's 3.1 kilos, and that's classed as a 3-person freestanding bomb-proof tent. Moving over this way, we've got the Elixir Papa Hubbard. This is a monster tent, 4-person tent, absolutely cavernous inside, huge, huge. 2 vestibules, obviously, plenty of space there, and I say slightly heavier. This one comes in at 2.9 kilos, which is still pretty respectable, really, for a 4-person tent. Coming over to the Mother Hubba, which is 3-person tent, and that is 2.1 kilos. You can perhaps see in there, double vestibule again. Lots of space, a lot of it with water from the rain that's been happening today, but lots of space there. Good adventure tent, freestanding as I say, and you can move that around if your ground's particularly undulating underneath you and you want to shift tents. Over to the 1-person, which is the Hubba NX, single person, 1 vestibule, nice lightweight tent, Good for the taller person because the actual steepness of the ends means you can get a full length mat in here, a deep mat as well. You can lie on there and your face isn't against the fabric. So this is certainly the sort of tent that I'd be tempted to if I wanted a lot of space for very little weight, and the weight is, where's the card? Weight is 1.29 kilos, so very respectable. Good quality tent. So let's move over to the Vaudet. So going over to the Vaudet tents, we have this new Gull Vizard GUL. You can see in there, very, very super ultralight, very interesting pole structure that comes to here and stops, and it's the tension of the fabric that keeps the pole in place. I wouldn't say it was a particularly big tent for a solo user, certainly perhaps somebody under 6 foot, and very interesting too. But I mean, the total weight is 0.75 of a kilo, for goodness sake. That is so light, it's ridiculous. So that's for your true ultralighter. Coming over to the Power Lizard one person. This has been around a bit now. Still one of my favourite tents. I've done a few trips in this particular tent. Yeah, what can you say? It's a one person plus one, sorry, a 1/2. In other words, 2 people who are very friendly. Great for adventure racing and just short weekend trips with 2 people. You want to be minimum weight. You're looking at a kilo. A kilo, that's brilliant. For the 2/3 person version, which is over here, as you can see by the comparison of both of them, it is the bigger version. More generous vestibule. The principle's exactly the same, the material's exactly the same, and the weight is 1.6 kilos. So this is the new Power Lizard 2/3, 2/3 people. So in other words, plenty of space for 2 and 3 if you're good friends. Then finally we have the budget version of the Power Lizard over here, which is called the Terror Lizard. Now the Terror Lizard, it's flapping about a bit, you'll have to forgive the weather at the moment, and you probably can't tell, but basically it's a heavier duty fabric. It's PU coated fabric as opposed to sil nylon fabric, so it makes it generally heavier. But all the features are identical, the same space, the same specification, the same headroom, generally a really, really good all-round tent. And a fantastic budget. I mean, you're talking virtually half the price of the Power Lizard 1/2 for a Terror Lizard. So a Terror Lizard makes really, really good sense if you're starting out backpacking. I mean, and also the weight isn't unrespectable. The weight is 1.8 kilos, which, as I say, is pretty respectable for a tent of this nature, and there's this pedigree. Over there we have the 2 Telemarks. This is the Telemark 1, Nordisk Telemark 1 and the Nordisk Telemark 2. Similar design, similar materials. The Telemark 1 comes in at 770 grams, the Telemark 2 comes in at 880 grams. That's if you're using the carbon fibre pole. Not cheap, but certainly super ultralight, packs down really, really small, and a reasonable amount of space in there. Again, if you're 6 foot or less, especially if you're using a deep sleeping mat, because obviously your face rises and the inner drops down. I think that's pretty well most of the things we've got here, apart from the Backpackinglight tarps, which are in the middle, which people have seen before. So I hope you've enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the clips. A lot of people seem to be enjoying themselves generally, and thank God the weather didn't rain all the time, but it has been windy. Thanks for watching.